Expectations soared to dizzying heights following the unprecedented success of Diaf's debut single, Layacht. The buzz was palpable, and speculation ran wild as fans and critics alike eagerly awaited the next move from this enigmatic act. They didn't have to wait long. On July 31st, 2020, symbolically timed exactly 3 months before Samhain, the infamous festival of witches, Diaf unveiled their full-length debut, WEIDA. This date, rich with arcane significance, set the stage for an album that would defy expectations and delve into the shadowy recesses of the soul. Most listeners anticipated a straightforward darkwave record, especially considering its release under Young and Cold Records. This Augsburg-based underground label had built a reputation on retro goth music, often producing acts that echoed the melancholic strains of the Cure or Joy Division without straying far from their well-trodden paths. WEIDA, however, delivered something far more profound and unsettling. With standout tracks like Nacht, translated to Night, and Erbsuent, translated to Original Sin, the album initially seemed to cater to these expectations. Yet it was the title track, WEIDA, that truly shattered preconceptions and left a lasting impact. Clocking in at over 8 minutes, WEIDA mesmerized listeners with its hypnotic mantra, "On and on it goes, on and on it goes," running backwards into the unknown. This chant, haunting and relentless, later evolved into a cryptic variation. And when the snake bites its tail, it goes forward. Here, Diaf invoked the ancient symbol of the Ouroboros, a serpent consuming its own tail, emblematic of eternal cyclic renewal, life, death, and rebirth. This imagery hinted at something deeper, perhaps a commentary on Diaf's own transformation or a broader existential reflection. The Ouroboros has been interpreted through the ages as a powerful symbol of rebirth and cyclical existence. Its act of devouring and regenerating itself encapsulates the idea of an unending cycle, where death begets new life. In some cultures, the snake's tail represents a phallic symbol while the mouth is yonic, combining to create a potent emblem of fertility and creation. Diaf's invocation of this symbol suggested a rebirth, a renewal. But whose rebirth? The clues were scattered throughout the album, urging listeners to piece together the puzzle. Consider the enigmatic line from Falco's final single, "Do I have to die in order to live?" This rhetorical question seemed to find an answer in Diaf's cryptic lyrics and dark overtones. Was it about someone who had metaphorically died and was now emerging, reborn, from the shadows? Diaf's lyrics hinted at a hidden presence, an entity waiting to be unveiled. The light was never gone. It was merely in hiding, they intoned, suggesting that this rebirth was not the arrival of something new, but the return of something long concealed. This theme of hidden truths and dark pacts was further explored in Erbsuent. Here, Diaf confronted the listener with the stark declaration, "There is no escape from the original sin within. Take it for what it is. The devil is inside of you." This line hinted at an unholy bargain, a Faustian deal made in exchange for fame and fortune, now inescapable and ever-present. The original sin, the dark pact, was a shadow that could never be outrun, only embraced. During this era, Diaf's public persona was equally shrouded in mystery and dread. Their first public appearance on Instagram showed a figure, gaunt and haunted, their eyes reflecting a deep-seated terror. This image, crafted to appear casual, was undeniably unsettling, a constructed artifice that seemed to veil more than it revealed. The music video for Splitter, translated to Shard, took this unsettling imagery even further, when it was released on Samhain that year. It depicted the literal and metaphorical fragmentation of identity, with the protagonist gazing into shards of broken glass. Each reflection revealed a fractured self, menacing and eerie, bathed in the ominous hues of red and black. The satanic undertones were unmistakable, a chilling visual accompaniment to the album's dark themes. As WEIDA reverberated through the music scene, it left audiences not just baffled, but profoundly shaken. The album was a sonic and psychological experience, a deep dive into the subconscious that lingered long after the final note. It was an explosion, a seismic event that transcended space and time, signaling that Diaf was not merely a fleeting phenomenon, but a force to be reckoned with. In the shadows, Diaf had been brewing something monumental, a dark alchemy of sound and vision that was only just beginning to unfold. The journey they promised was not a straightforward path, but a twisted, serpentine voyage into the unknown. And as the echoes of WEIDA faded, one thing was clear. Diaf was poised to continue their haunting and transformative odyssey, challenging listeners to follow them deeper into the darkness.